Yo, it's the Daily Huddle, yeah, you know the name. Three stooges in the booth, bringing ruckus, bringing fame. Every weekday at noon, you know we bring that fire. Rob, Bill, and Ken in the squad, that's our empire. Yo, Rob's the fact checker, keeping it real. Dropping knowledge on the daily, that's the deal. Bill's ready to roast, got the rival in his sight. When he steps to the mic, you know he's ready to ignite. Ken spitting facts, man, he's sharp as a knife. Throwing hard truth bombs, this is real podcast life. John Dorn in the mix, he's like, fuck the Lions. Bringing all the heat, likes to see the anger rising. Daily Huddle, we hustle, bring the vibe every time. Rants and facts, laughter, everything in its prime. Live every weekday, man, we're here to grind. Noon Central Standard, come and free your mind. Eric brings the rants, off the chain like a beast, letting loose his thoughts, they just never cease. In the studio we gather like a family affair. Podcast kings, yeah, we rise and declare. Roasting rival fools, we setting the tone. The Three Stooges take your fears and turn them to stone. Facts over fiction, we keep it 100. Tearing down the myths while the laughs keep coming. Daily Huddle, we hustle, bring the vibe every time. Rants and facts, laughter, everything in its prime. Live every weekday, man, we're here to grind. Noon Central Standard, come and free your
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Daily Huddle. What's up, fellas? How's it going?
Going on? How's everybody doing this morning? Or this afternoon, I should say.
Yeah, it's lunchtime, so whatever it is, your time, morning, noon.
Well, no, it's not morning. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon here, but, you know.
It's afternoon, yeah.
I mean, my morning sometimes lasts until the afternoon.
I'm sharing this out to a bunch of people so we get some more folks on here. And
oh, okay.
What's up, everybody? Anything new? Any
No.
No, it's dead, man. It's really dead.
It really is, man. It's
in that dead zone of the season, or off season, I should say, where nobody wants to do anything, nobody wants to make a move, and you can't blame them because, you know, they've done everything they're supposed to do. They got their, 90-man forward out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody doing anything. I mean, shit, I got more fucking hockey news than I got football news.
What else you got?
Flyers just made a 3-for-1 trade. You know what I mean?
I was just fucking with you, Rock. I don't really care.
I know that.
I'm fucking with you, man.
I know that. That's why I went along with it, though. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna ride this. Like, hey, if he's gonna set it up, I'm still gonna ride it. I know he don't care, but I'm still gonna ride it.
We're just having fun. All right, got a comment. What's up, Mitch? Breaking news: Lions rule, Bears drool, Packers shart themselves.
Start themselves.
All
Pretty
right,
much
Mitch.
means skip themselves.
I get it, Mitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He must like the Vikings. That's why he's not saying that about them.
It must.
I mean, well, the Vikings were their competition last year. They were playing for the division week 18. So
yeah,
it's not like, I mean, with Sam Darnold aside, they're not a scrub team. You know what I mean? So they still have a question mark at quarterback. If they answer it like they did last year, then everybody's got to be legit concerned about them. But otherwise, if they don't, then they don't. Otherwise, it's just
I mean, we got to see how JJ's going to perform, though. That's the thing. Yeah. I mean, if he goes out there and balls like they're expecting him, Minnesota could be that surprise team. You know what I mean? But I still expect Green Bay to take the division. But, if JJ goes out there and plays, you never know.
I mean, well, bro, they got the talent. They got a run game. They got wide receivers. Yeah. They got tight end. They got defense. They got the I mean, their only question is the secondary, I guess. Probably that's their only. I mean, as far as their defense goes, and as far as their offense goes, it's the quarterback. Those are the only question marks on. Everybody's got question marks. The Detroit Lions, their middle of their O line is a question. Their defense is a question. We'll see how that goes. The Packers. Is Jordan Love going to have is he going to step back up? The Packers going to have a pass rush.
Do you think Jordan Love had a good year, a bad year, or okay year?
Here's my take on it, and I say this. Oh, well, bro, just because they don't talk straight to you doesn't mean they don't talk about you. You know what I mean? Maybe they're scared of Motown Mitch's aggressiveness. I don't know, Mitch. I don't understand it, bro. They're purple chokers, man. I mean, I can make fun of the Vikings. I can make fun of all you guys. I mean, that's just how it is. It's a division rival.
I mean,
clearly he has a favorite. He has a favorite who he likes to pick on. That's fine. Anyway, as far as I lost my train of thought. What we were talking about.
You were supposed to give your thought on somebody, and I lost it too because I'm high as fuck.
It's Jordan Love y'all was talking about.
Jordan Love, that's what it was. Thank you, EJ. Easy.
Oh, yeah. You were asking me about this. All right, we never, our offense only showed out one game, and that was the Saints game, like right before we went on that 3-game losing streak. I thought we progressed into it, but did Jordan Love, I mean, yeah, he won 2 more games than he did last year. And really, he only won 1 more game because last year he won 9 regular season games, and then he smoked the Cowboys in the playoffs. So he technically won 10 games his first season, and we never got back. Our offense was never as scary as it was how we ended that season. He never got back there. It looked like they were going to do that with Philly, but then he got hurt. He got injured in that game, and the season he never got back to where he was from the season before. And even though we did get 11 wins, I mean, technically, we got 11 wins and we got a playoff game, but 3-game losing streak. We lost to the Bears. We lost to the Vikings. We lost to the Eagles, all at the end of the season.
You're basically feeling like he never was 100% all year.
Right. Not after that. I mean, I never saw him get back to where he was the year before. And that's just, I mean, I don't know. A lot of Packer fans, I think that's why they're like, oh, we should have started Malik Willis because he would. Look, man, we got lucky that Willis did what he could do, and we got lucky that he could run. He's not a passer, that's for fucking sure. But,
right,
it is what it is. Let me see what we got here. Oh, he's not blocked, bro. Broski, don't let him go. Hey, Broski, I'm going to tell you the story. Mitch came on, you're talking shit like he was better than our show, and I'm like, Mitch, I was doing the show before you came on listening. If you want to go, go. Just because we disagree about his takes, but no one ever blocked him from this show. He just talks shit, bro. That's all that was. Since Sarah left, Vikings fans are quiet. Yeah, no, Sarah got a job. You're right. Since she's not been on here, she's working, but sometimes she's in the comments. Look, Broski always talking shit. He starts shit. That's all that was, though. Honestly, Broski, we didn't block him. I don't block anybody. Ask anybody. All right. I take that back. Tim Isaacson is blocked. Okay, that's the only guy that's blocked. Oh, and I think Darcy's blocked. Oh, and Darcy's blocked too. Darcy Maville is blocked from the show too. But they're blocked from the show.
Blocked too? I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Darcy came on being very racist.
Oh yeah. Okay. And you can't be that way. No.
Tim's Tim. If Tim could control his temper, he'd be on here too. But he can't.
No. But, the problem with Tim is Sarah roasted the shit out of him, and his ego couldn't handle that. And he told her to stay in the fucking kitchen. And I felt like that was disrespectful just because she showed you that you didn't know much about your own damn quarterback. I mean, don't disrespect somebody just because they roasted you and showed you need to study. You know what I mean?
Broski be roasted, Mitch.
So she roasted Tim like a chicken in the oven.
She straight roasted him, bro.
She straight destroyed him, Easy. I ain't gonna lie to you, homie. She straight destroyed him. And then he's like, well, bitch, you need to stay in the kitchen. And I was like, really?
Mitch, what you failed to realize, bro, is I was doing this show before I even knew who you were. People come and talk. You can come and talk. Just because me and you don't agree doesn't mean I'm going to, treat you like you're some special guest. You're not. You're just like anybody else. And you just got to look, bro. I like some of your takes are great, man. Not everything you say I don't disagree with, bro. Honestly, we just, I respect that you're a Lions fan, and I respect your fanhood, bro. Trust me. But you can't be disrespectful to the group. You can't be disrespectful to the chat. And if you are, you can go. I'm not gonna try to keep you around.
I mean, to sit there and say that Goff is a top 3 quarterback, it's not facts. That's an opinion. Show me where he's top 3.
And even if it was facts, it's not actual facts. He had a career year, so it made him look better than he is. But I mean, overall scheme of things, I mean, if you're a real football fan, you can at least talk about it. Mitch was not being reasonable with some of the shit he was saying. That's my only take on it. You could have any opinion you want. Just back it up. Talk to me about it. Let's explain it to me. That's all. I just want you to explain it to me, because I don't just shit on anybody's take. It's your opinion.
Have you ever seen me shy away from my opinion in here? You know what I mean? I love the fact that we talk about football. I mean, shit. And you and I may not always agree, but I'm still going to have my opinion. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, it's what it's all about.
I like having other people's other fan bases on, so we're not agreeing all the time. I mean, bro, it would suck if we all just got along and agreed.
I mean, that's why I asked Bill before I even got over here. I said, "You think they'd like to have my Eagles' opinion?" He goes, "Of course they will, bro. You're a different division." I'm like, "All right." Because you got to make sure before you start breeding turf. You know what I mean? Is it okay for me to come over here and talk my Eagles side of the fucking football league? You know what I mean? And I was talking to Bill about it, because I don't want to, come in here and fuck up anything. You guys got something flowing.
Yeah, no, you're good, Brock. I like your opinion. I like your takes, and trust me, we enjoy having you on here all the time. And hey, Mitch, you did ask me if you wanted to go, and I told you could go. I wasn't going to say. I mean, I'm going to tell you. I told you could go. If you don't want to be here, I'm not keeping you here, bro. I want people to want to interact with me. If you don't like what we're saying, then no one's forcing you to watch the show.
That's right.
And that's all I said to you, man. And no one banned you. I didn't kick you out and say you can't come back here, Mitch. I've never banned you, bro. You said some crazy shit to me and on the show, and you've got into it with some people. But at the end of the day, Mitch, I respect your opinion, bro. It's your opinion. You know what I mean? Goff had a top. He did, bro. He had a career year. No one ever said Goff did. But if you say that he's a top 3 overall and a quarterback in what the league is right now, he's not even in the new rankings. He's not in the top 3, bro. There's no fuck. Sorry, bro.
He had a statistical year that made him a top 3, Mitch. But that's about it.
He had his best year. No, statistically, he had an awesome. He's got a lot of talent around him. Put a lot of guys around him. What's up, Jeremy?
But what Mitch needs to recognize now is the reason why he had a lot of that success went to Chicago.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, no, well, we're going to see. That's what we're going to see. And see, that's the other opinion where everybody's fighting now is was Ben Johnson the real power behind Detroit? Was he the mastermind that made their offense go? We're going to see all that this year. That's what I love about this. And we're all going to be wrong. Someone's going to be wrong. Either Lion fans are going to be wrong or the rest of us going to be wrong. Someone's going to be wrong. Someone's going to be right. Oh, bro, I know Broski's trolling you, bro. If you don't know Broski's a troll, bro, then he's got you. You're right here on Broski. I'm going to tell you this right now. If you don't know this about Broski, he's got you right here.
He's got him right where he wants him.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I mean, Broski's Broski, bro. He talks shit to us. Are you kidding me?
Come on, man.
All right, look. You said he was a top 3 quarterback. You didn't say it a top 3 season. When you first, I know you've changed your position on it because of all back and forth. But honestly, Mitch, when you first came on, you wanted the attention, and you said he was top 3. Now, do I think you believe that? I don't think you believe that for a second. You just was arguing it. You was being a troll. That's all. But this is Broski getting you, bro. Oh man, you guys! Look, I love you guys. I love the rivalry, and it's going to be good. Hey, Broski and Mitch, wait till the season starts, man. It's only going to get better. It's only going to get better.
I don't think were we around each other last year? A little bit, right?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, towards the end of the season, I think we started. We didn't have the Daily Huddle. We started the Daily Huddle this offseason, so
okay.
I mean, literally right after the season was over. And then you've been in here most of the offseason, so.
Yeah. I didn't think it was out last year. You know what I mean? I was thinking, and I was like, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, no, but for sure we'll all be around hanging out talking this year for sure.
Yeah.
Especially you guys,
Well, this year.
you guys are the world champs, so we're definitely gonna be talking some shit.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, I forget who it was. My best friend, I think, he was like, "Why you got the Giants and the Redskins and the Cowboys on your YouTube, along with the Eagles? Of course, I got everybody on my division." I said, "Because, dude, I live by the Godfather philosophy: know your enemy better than they know themselves." Seriously,
Exactly.
know your enemy better than they know themselves.
What's up, Linda? Welcome to the show.
Hey, Rock, if it makes you feel better, I was brought on board last year late. I was brought on in December.
That's cool. I mean, bro, you know, we love you, bro. I mean, you're one of my coolest friends in here, man. I love you to death, Easy, man. I love you to death, man. For a little guy, you know your shit. I love
Eric's
you.
got all kinds of nicknames. They call it Robert Brooks. Steve calls him Robert Brooks. He's got all kinds of nicknames up in here.
I mean, but he's so smooth. He's so smooth. He don't get upset. So that's why I started calling him Easy E, because he's just smooth with his talk, and he's a
Sarah,
smooth.
did you hear Mitch talking about you? He said it got so quiet in here from Viking fans since you've been gone. You must have heard him talking about you. I even tell him, I said, don't worry, she'll be in the comments, and here you are.
You know what I mean? Here
What's
she
up,
comes.
Sarah?
We love you, Sarah.
Hey,
What's
Mitch,
up,
can you read
baby?
that? She's calling you a cunt.
Look at that.
He sees it got quiet in here since Sarah's left. Viking fans, because I asked him, Sarah, I go, how come, Mitch, you're always talking shit on everybody else but the Vikings? Are you like favorite? Are you a closet Vikings fan? And I just questioned him. He said, no, it's been quiet since you've been gone, so he puts it all on you. All his hate is Sarah Moore. Yeah, buddy. It is what it is. Broski, I love it, man. Well, anyway, let's see. What else can we talk about? Man, was there any new rule changes? We go on over all the rule changes, right? They're still keeping the dynamic kickoff and all that shit. They didn't change none of that, right?
No.
They still kept that stupid kickoff.
Yeah, no, I hate it, man. I don't like it.
That's ridiculous, bro. It's totally ridiculous.
I hate that fucking kickoff.
Look, she's so sleepy. You're at work. She fell asleep at work. Well, we'll brighten your day. We'll help you stay awake, Sarah. Anyway,
I mean, at least they're keeping the punch the same way.
yeah, well, yeah, but still, bro, that sucks, bro. I don't like the dynamic kickoff.
I hate the kickoff. God, don't.
I mean, maybe there's a different way they should try to approach it. I don't know. Maybe line drive some kicks. Uh-oh. What's up, broski?
Oh, broski.
What's up, fellas?
What's up?
What's going on, broski?
What's going on, Rock? Shout out Sarah in the chat.
You know what I mean?
Shout out Motown Mitch in the chat as well.
Yeah, Mitch is in the chat.
I love when people backtrack and think they're slick. You know what I mean, Rob? It's like,
yeah, bro. I didn't know he's telling
a top 3 quarterback.
I never banned him.
His stats prove it. Oh, okay. Now all of a sudden there's something about, not for his career. Oh, I just said statistical. Mitch, just shut the fuck up, Mitch. Stop making up bullshit. Like, we can go back and clip it.
I said he's moved the goalpost a couple times, but I think all in all, he knows what his quarterback is. I mean, yeah, he had a great year last year, and I'm happy for him, but, that's about all.
Hey, Broski, do you think you took Goff's fucking offense with you?
Honestly, I give my straight up opinion, which is usually goes against what the majority of Bears fans think. I do not. So here's the thing. But I was saying that before Ragnar retired, before they didn't resign Zeitler. You know what I mean? So it's like, overall, I say no. I think Detroit should have a good offense still, like very potent. But there's a lot of variables. There's a lot of question marks baked into that now. New offensive coordinator. Okay. He's the guy who came down on his golden chariot from the clouds with, the unicorns pulling that chariot surrounded by cherubs because, he's the almighty creator of the offense who supposedly taught Ben Johnson everything he knows, whatever. the thing with them is like their interior O-line is completely different. They're going to have 3 new starters, including an old, decrepit guy playing center who hasn't, started a full season at center since like 2018. 2018, like for old fucks like us, doesn't seem like that long ago, but still 7 years ago.
7 years ago, that's a long time. Football.
That's what I'm saying. So you're relying on a 32-year-old to just come in who already had a down year at guard last season. No Lions fans will deny that, actually. Then you're going to be starting a rookie guard and a first-year starter at the other guard. Yeah. And your left tackle Decker had a down year last year as well. He's not getting any younger. So that's going to be the bigger factor than I think the new OC. Goff is going to be calling a lot more plays himself. But yeah, man, it's all about that interior O-line. And if you look at the rest of the division, the Bears, the Vikings, I don't know if the Packers really did. The Bears and Vikings, they improved their interior D lines a lot. They're going to be putting a lot of pressure on that Lions interior O-line.
We had a depth at our D line.
Yeah, and the Packers already had a good interior D line.
Yeah. So, I was getting ready to say the Packers were already set.
They did. They already do. So there's going to be a lot of pressure on that Lions interior.
We lost 3 of our O linemen, and we replenished that. But I mean, we did some of that in the offseason.
And the thing is, like, until recently, I didn't even consider that like the Lions could have a chance to go from first to worst in the division. Like, I didn't even think that was a possibility. But like, dude, been watching football for how many decades? Like, you see what happens when you lose an entire coaching staff. You see what happens when your O-line gets downgraded. Like, especially in a competitive division. Like, I can't rule it out anymore. You know what I mean?
And like, all it takes, like, if they go on a 3 or 4 game losing streak, that may break their spirit for other games that they could have got their shit together. You know what I mean?
Dude, Robin, I'm not joking. I'm not going to say like 1% or anything, but there is a chance they start 0-3 to start the year.
Oh, for sure, bro. I mean, look, my goal is to take them out week 1. I mean, I want to punch them in the mouth. If you want to hurt your division, I mean, because we've taken shots already in starting in other years where we've lost the opening game, and it's hard to get back. It's hard to get, you're behind. We listen to the division rivals all year as fans. We got to hear that, but it's hard for your team. Everybody says, it's just 1 game, but bro, you never want to get behind in any game. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah. I mean, the two pretty much like, original teams have a chance to kind of like close that window.
I kind of disagree with that because week 1, you got a Monday night matchup against 2 of the best of the game. Somebody's going to end up being 0-1 there. So, and they know they're going to be 0-1. They're going to, but if you're good enough, you're going to recover from that first loss. It ain't going to be no problem.
Yeah.
I love week 1. Week 1, it's Lions, Packers, and it's Bears, Vikings. Holy fuck,
week 1's almost
Eagles, Cowboys, so we get our fucking best rivalry too.
Yeah.
So
week 1's a divisional. That's divisions, I think, across the board. Everybody's playing a divisional game.
Right.
Hey, Giants, Commanders.
Yeah, you're right, EZE. You're right. Giants and Commanders. Yeah. So, like Rob said, everybody gets to play a rival.
Everybody's playing their division. Everyone's playing their division week 1.
So, that's what's nice. That's nice.
For the Lions, they have back-to-back division games to start the season. So the Packers and the Bears, they both beat them. They're 0-2, and then guess what? The Lions get to go to Baltimore week 3. That's what I'm saying. Like, they could go, like, dude, if they start 0-3, I'll say it. Like, yeah, they could, start winning some games at some point during the season, but their window for the Super Bowl is over.
Yeah. If they go in with 3, they ain't recovering from that.
No, they could end up having a respectable season, making a wild card, but dude, they're not winning a freaking Super Bowl.
No one thinks you're going 0-17 there, Mitch. Stop it. You're being over dramatic. I'm just saying, if you start out, I mean, because bro, you have to imagine you're going to have a slow start. If you think about it, you got all kinds of question marks in the middle. Everybody, and it could happen, bro. I mean, even we could start out slow. Fuck, it is possible.
I mean, nobody's saying that the Lions are going to be dog shit, but we're just saying that when you lose so much, it's hard to recover from all that. It's just very hard. I mean, look at the Eagles 2 years ago when we lost our OC and our DC. We looked like shit at the end of the year because we couldn't figure out who was supposed to be running what. You know, and plus the players quit. They didn't want to play for Matt Patricia. You know what I mean? That year, Eagles players proved to everybody, if the players don't want to play, they don't play.
Yeah, no. If they don't believe in the system, they don't believe in the coach, they don't believe in that. And he already had stink on him from being in Detroit. He already had stink on him. So I never thought he would get a coaching job anywhere. And you guys took a shot at him, and then look what happened. That guy's never going to coach anywhere again.
And, dude, you can't deny that the Lions players on both sides of the ball love playing for their respective coordinators. They love playing for Ben Johnson. They love playing for AG.
Oh.
They did.
Bro, this is something new for the Detroit players. Exactly like you said, Broski, because they love playing for those guys. They believed in it. They won 15 games together. There's no reason that they wouldn't believe in that. And now they got to start all over again. Got to rebuild all of that. And they think it's just like that. It's not. Sorry.
Right.
It's not. It doesn't work that way. And that's no disrespect, Mitch. I'm not trying to throw shade. It's not. I figured by week 7, week 8, you guys might be starting to, figure it out, getting your line the way you want, because you're probably going to end up changing it a bunch of times. And that's the only downside to preseason is you're trying stuff, but you don't put none of your starters are out there when you play those games. Very few are. If there's any starters, it's guys around the bubble trying to make the team. You know what I mean? That sucks.
Rock, did I hear you call Eric Eazy-E earlier?
No, that's Rock. Yeah, Rock calls him that. He's got other nicknames like Steve calls him Robert Brooks. Robert
Brooks, yeah.
He calls him Robert Brooks.
I call him Eazy-E because he never seems like he gets upset. The motherfucker's always easy. He's always easied out. He's always chilled. So
yeah. A lot of people say that about me, though.
I like him. He's a good
no
kid.
One's saying it's a bad thing. Yeah. We're just saying it's a question mark, bro. You gotta listen.
I mean, you gotta look at it when I'm in the comments, I was
Motown taking a little personal on this little conversation, man.
Yeah, man, it's just honestly, it's analytical. It's a breakdown. It is what it is, man. You're starting interior O lineman. You did lose your coordinators. You do have a tough first 3 games. What about that's not true?
It sucks.
What Motown Mitch needs to understand is if you have a team that's in the North or the East, your schedule is going to be a top 8 tough schedule. So understand every week is going to be a tough fucking game out there.
Yeah. And I don't care what anyone says. The Lions have the toughest schedule, in my opinion.
And Mitch, I don't know who talks shit on your O line. Last year, you guys were. You guys have the best O line in our division, man. I'm sorry, bro. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know who said your O line was old or anything. I don't know. I don't understand that, bro. I never heard that. But you guys had a solid O line. You guys were like.
No, I've never heard that they were old. I've never heard that.
Yeah, I never heard that. So I don't know where you're going. Maybe you're hearing it from other fans, but nobody here said that. So you don't see it. I don't see. Look, man. The argument is you guys lost. You look. Ragnow in 7 years or 6 years starting, he only gave up 6 sacks, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Only 6 sacks in 7 seasons.
That's beautiful.
I don't know how you think you could just find that somewhere, bro. It's not just sitting on the corner waiting to just play. I don't know where you find
Here's
that.
the thing. Glasgow will be 33 years old when the season starts. And like I said, Decker is not old, but he's not getting any younger. He's 31, 32.
And Brent, and I don't know if that's true, but Brent right here said, bro, that Glasgow is already, he doesn't like playing center. He doesn't want to play center. Yeah. So that right there, you got a guy that's going to have to play a position he doesn't want to be in.
Yeah, and your other option apparently is Ratledge, the rookie guard.
Right.
So Ratledge has never played center before. He's always been a guard. He's a rookie, and he's playing in a complicated offense. You want him to be your starting center. You want him to call the protections and all that stuff. As a rookie learning a new position in a complex offense, I don't think that's a good move.
Well, I mean, you guys, I guarantee you, Mitch, you guys wouldn't have let Zeitler go if you knew Ragnow was going to retire. I promise you that. You would have never let Zeitler go. You guys would have paid him. You would have kept him around. There's no way. To me, that fucked you guys over, him retiring like that. I mean, and what does that say? He moved out right away, bro. He was like, he moved out of town. He sold his house for less than it was valued at. He just left. Like, he couldn't get out of Detroit fast enough.
That's crazy. He just threw his house away for less.
Yeah, bro. He like took like $250,000 less just to get out of town. I mean, he's a football player, right? He's got millions. I would have just left until I sold and got what I want for it. The new center would probably have to move in there. You know, you could sell it to him.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Hey, I'll give it to you for $250,000 less.
I mean, I don't know what to say.
Hey, Rock, I was going to say, like, going back to the Lions schedule. So obviously, NFC North plays the NFC East, and they play the AFC North.
Yes.
But the Lions,
it's going to
be no. Let me finish real quick. They also play. So not including the division games in those two divisions I named. They play at Kansas City, they play at the Los Angeles Rams, and they play home against Tampa Bay. Like, dude, you have weaker trenches this year than you did last year on both sides of the ball. You have all new coaches. That could be a problem. Like, that could be a problem. It's not like.
See, Broski, what I've been trying to explain to everybody in the East or North is that there ain't no easy schedule. I don't give a fuck who you are.
That's true. Very true.
I mean, dude, I got the fourth hardest schedule in football. I don't have an easy schedule. You don't have it easy. No. Everybody in the East or North have either the top or the 8th hardest schedule. We're in the top 8. So guess what? By the time playoffs come, we're going to be a very seasoned team, and so are you guys. Everybody is, because every fucking week we're going to have a tough game.
You know what's funny too is like week 4 for the Lions. They're at home against the Cleveland Browns. You know, most people will be like, ha ha ha, Cleveland Browns, whatever. But I'm going to tell you this right now: if that Lions interior O-line isn't playing well, the Browns defense might be top 3 in the league. Their D line is going to be freaking sensational. Like, they're going to be putting a lot of pressure on that Lions interior O-line. They can make that game.
There's a lot of reason why Myles Garrett stayed in Cleveland. A lot of people don't understand. He's seen something in that team that he sees coming up that we don't see yet.
Yeah, I mean, they need to find that quarterback, man. But they drafted a couple.
You don't think Sanders is the answer, bro?
What's that?
You don't think Sanders is the answer?
Dude, I think both of their quarterback draft picks were just complete busts. Like Dylan Gabriel.
Bullshit, wasn't it?
Dude, Dylan Gabriel, 5'11", 200 pounds. He's a lefty. Like, what the hell kind of pick was that? Like, he's not an NFL quarterback. Sanders is not an NFL quarterback. Like, you know, like, to me, it's like Flacco and Pickett. Like, Pickett sucks. We know that. Flacco, I mean, the guy's old as rocks right now. Like, he's old as dirt. You know what I mean? Like, what's he doing? His offseason diet,
he might be old, but he still could put up. You know, he still could throw that football, Joe.
He can.
I'm going to tell you something. Joe Flacco is going to end up being the George Blanda of 2020.
You know what cracks me up about Flacco is everyone be like, oh yeah, you know, he sucks. He didn't win the Super Bowl. That Ravens defense was so good and blah blah blah. He's garbage. Well, guess what? Joe Flacco coming off the couch last year, lighting people up, like that should kind of prove something. This guy was sitting on his ass for like 8 months straight, like eating Utz chips and drinking Yingling lager, and he just comes off the freaking couch and starts putting up 300-yard games,
swinging the football over.
Yeah. Does he really suck? I don't think he sucks, man. I think he's just a pocket passer, and people will be like, "Well, if you can't run and be flashy and make ESPN highlights, you suck." But he knows how to play quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, everybody could say that about Kirk Cousins too, but he never shows up in the big game.
Yeah, he's definitely not on Joe Flacco's level.
He's another golf, man. He's another golf.
Yeah. He never shows up on the big game. But look at all the money that motherfucker's making.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got one playoff win. One.
Damn.
Wow.
Jared Prescott, a.k.a. Dak Golf.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah.
But yeah, it sounds like this might be Aaron Rodgers' last season from what he's saying.
Yeah,
God,
they said it was his last season. So I mean, he
and I
should
guess
be.
the tush push will be back in the league. Like, they're not taking it out.
Yep.
Well, I mean, from what I hear, Jason Kelsey's testimony really helped a lot. Whatever the fuck he said in there really helped a lot.
Really?
And it changed a lot, yeah. Jason Kelsey went in there and made a speech. And from what I hear, a few coaches listened and heard what he had to say and changed their minds. And that's why it passed.
Well,
Just saying.
He should fucking let everyone in.
Me too. I really would have liked to have known what he said. You know what I mean? I don't even know as an Eagles fan. What the hell did you say, bro?
Yeah, really.
You know?
Hey, Mitch, I'll go back to your lineman thing here. Yeah, no, I know you guys. Look, you guys are just got question marks at that spot, bro. That's all it is, man. I mean, if these guys step up and you're not missing a beat, you won't be able to hear the end of it. I'm sure. I'm sure you're going to make sure of that. But I mean, it's questions we're going to talk about till you guys prove it's not. You know, that's just how it is. Just like the Bears, same thing, bro. They got to prove they can win more than 5 games. They got to prove their O line can be something. Packers, same thing. Got to prove they can win in the division. We should have got swept by the division, bro. We should have been 0-6.
Yeah, the Bears' first step is showing that they're not a completely dysfunctional organization anymore.
Right.
The second thing is Ben Johnson has to prove he's a legit head coach, and then the O-line has to prove they're legit, and then Caleb has to take some steps forward.
Yep, everybody's got a lot of shit to do. They got to in order to.
Those are facts, man. You can't. You know what I mean? I can't deny that.
Yeah.
Oh, so and guess what? Other news I found out. So this might be old. You guys might have covered this before. Shador Sanders was cited for speeding twice this month, not just once.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, talked about
Ken
that.
talked about that. Yeah.
You think he's trying to get kicked off the team?
No, I just think he's just more like, you really want that clown being your franchise quarterback?
Man,
like seriously, a clown, a complete clown.
To do it twice, all in the
brat. He's like a hip hop version of Johnny Manziel minus the talent, minus the physical talent. If Johnny Manziel actually had the talent, Tupac Sanders does not have the talent.
Tupac Sanders. Damn, bro. That's a good name for him.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's what he's doing. I mean, he's acting like Tupac, ain't he? I mean, being a thug, riding around like that. That's crazy. Just go there. And I mean, what happened? He used to be grateful that they got signed by a pro team and that they're happy that someone is going to be paying them millions of dollars, and they just now went, they got 1 million fans in their fan base cheering for them just because they're playing for that team.
He got paid a lot of NIL money in college, and like he spent it all already, supposedly. Like he bought a house, he bought like 3 like a Rolls Royce, a Bentley, and like another car.
And he's acting like a fool.
And he's acting like this. So like he might be the first example of like a player to go bankrupt off his NIL money.
Wow.
You know what Caleb Williams did with his $28 million? He formed like 3 LLCs. He founded like a capital management firm. He has like his own like hedge fund going. He asked the Bears if they could pay his LLC because of tax breaks. Like I'm like, there's a lot of difference in like brain capacity between those two, man.
Yeah. No, it sounds like he's setting up for his future. I mean, that's fucking smart as hell. There's no guarantees. He could take a shot and his career's over,
Yeah.
I mean, he got sacked more than anybody last year. One of those could have been fatal. One of those could have put him out, ended his shit. So, yeah, no, he's smart, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. Look, all the crap that Caleb gets, like everybody, like I had this conversation with Bear Down Mike. You know who Bear Down Mike is?
Yeah.
Me and him had a conversation about it. He's all mad because everybody's like, "You're just a homo, you're a homo hater, you're all this," because he paints his nails and they're making fun of him. I go, bro, who put all this out there? He did. Nobody cared. Nobody would have known any of this if he didn't say, "I went home and cried at games." I mean, bro, he's doing this on purpose. He wants people to look at him a different way so that they're not focused on his football. I mean, bro, I don't look. It's just talk. It's just hype. I go, Mike, you sound soft, bro. If you're worried about how other people are talking shit, you know how many times I heard him say Karen Rogers or Sharon Rogers, and I used to tell him, I go, how's it feel to be beat by a gay guy or a guy you perceive as a woman? How's it feel? I mean, bro, I don't even know what to say about it. I mean, we're talking all this shit about him, and if he whoops our ass, and he already beat us at Lambeau, but if he really gets down and whoops our ass, I mean, what are you going to say about that? You got whooped by a guy that you could perceive as a bitch. I mean,
hopefully it's just beat, not beat off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly, right.
Yeah, Caleb, like the things like I expected out of him, like he kind of disproved a couple things that I was surprised. Like I thought he'd be crying on the podium after games, like running away from interviews after games, like, you know, taking himself out of the game, like just blaming other people. And he was the exact opposite of that. So I'm not saying he had the best rookie year or anything. I'm just saying, like, I was expecting that from him. And
he could have easily
showed that, like, he started every game. He never blamed anyone else.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Did all the interviews, like, you know, like, he kept playing, man, and he actually did improve from, you know, if you look from the first game or two to the last, you know, handful of games, he definitely improved.
He could have blamed the whole season on his OC and his coach losing all that, you know, but
he had a lot of excuses.
Yeah.
You know, like, and through all that too, like, you got to remember, like, hey, he played for what, 3 OCs and like 2 head coaches just last year as a rookie. Like, what the hell is that all about, man? So.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, there's some hope. We'll see if he pans out, but there's some hope.
But I'm not buying it till I see it. So, you know.
Oh, dude, you know me. I'm not buying it till I see it. Shit. Yeah. Odds are he won't pan out, right? Like, if you're going off history.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
And it's just that. Honestly, bro, I'm not trying to beat a dead horse. I just think it's the way they do it. Everything seems backwards to me. It's just like,
just completely dysfunctional. Like,
I don't get it.
Not only do you have no clue about football, you don't even learn from your mistakes. You don't even look to see what you did in the past and be like, let's not do that again. They look what they did in the past and they're like, let's do it 3 more times.
Yeah.
If it didn't work then, let's try it 3 more times or 2 more times. You know, like, what are we doing?
It's like a guy who told me, man, that this guy, he fell off the roof and he goes, I fell off 3 times. I learned everything I needed to know. I go, bro, my only question is, why did it take you 3 times before you learned everything? I would have learned off the first time.
Yeah. To answer Brent DeWitt's question in the chat, like how many years before Sanders washes out? Dude, he might not make it past this year.
I agree with that. I say the same thing. I said this guy might get cut. He might get cut. Just because he signed a contract doesn't mean they're gonna fucking keep him. They could just cut him at the end of the year and let him go.
Dude, he's a 5th round pick. You know, he's a 5th round pick. Like,
yeah. There's no guarantees at all about that guy.
I mean, typically you'd think a 5th round pick would at least make it through his first contract. I wouldn't bet on that with him.
Here's your Bear fan. What's up, Drew? Me and Drew go at it. We're in a chat. We're in another group, and we go back and forth. He posts. He's a big Bear Packer hater too. You know, we go back and forth. You know?
Shout out.
He's a good Bear fan though. He's another good Bear fan. Good Bear fan. This broski, Big Drew. He's a good fan too, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I like good fans. Whoa, here we go. Here's another good fan. What's up, Phil? Go Pack, go, baby. He is a big fan. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. He puts a lot of hate, bro. He's got a lot of hate for the Packers. Big Drew. Anyway, Yeah, man. I think this year is going to be great. The division is going to be solid. It's going to be across the board. Honestly, I think the Vikings are going to be the dark horse. Nobody's giving them any love, but
dude,
the regular season, bro. They got if look, man. If you
so
can't argue with
call,
KOC, he's had a different quarterback every year, and I mean, yeah, he doesn't win the postseason, which I'm good with, but the regular season, bro, he can make shit hard for all of us, bro. Especially if McCarthy hits.
I mean, I hear you with that, man. I mean, their roster is pretty stacked, other than cornerback.
Yeah. Cornerback, yeah, secondary. That's their only weakness on defense, and their only question on offense is quarterback, bro.
Even at safety, it's still like it's not the worst, but you could see how it could fall off pretty quick.
Yes.
But KOC, it's like, you know, they were 13-4. They had that season where they won didn't they win what was it, like 8 games by 1 point or some shit like that? Like it was some crazy. And then in 2023 they were 7-10, right. And then last year they were 14-3. So I'm not gonna just say they'll definitely be good. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna find out, man. We're gonna find out pretty soon. I think their schedule's not gonna help them, and having, you know, a first-year starter quarterback. But I mean, Ben Roethlisberger with the Steelers won a Super Bowl, first-year starter, second year in the league. So I mean, it can happen. You know what I mean?
Oh, Drew, you we talk about that all the time, bro. I mean, that's like.
I was gonna say, Drew, I never interacted before with you, but if you want to, after this, go back to the show about a third of the way through and start when I joined. I went through the lines pretty thoroughly. Yeah, I broke them down pretty well.
Yeah, they definitely got their issues, bro. They're gonna, and that's the biggest argument from Lion fans. They don't think they're gonna drop off, but bro, you know they're gonna.
And Rob, man, until they lost Ragnow, you heard me, man. I was like, oh, dude, their offense really isn't gonna lose a stat, man. They're not gonna lose a beat. To the chagrin of many Bears fans and the other teams' fans of the division, their offense should be fine. I just think people really are underestimating that losing Ragnow, man.
Yeah. Oh, hey, look at this. They're already talking about this kid from Canada, bro.
Oh, the quarterback?
Yeah, that's what this comment's about. Yeah, I think he's going to take the backup spot. I really do, man. And then Love's got to worry about this guy being on his heels for the next fucking if this guy's anything like they're talking, bro, they're saying he's got a cannon for an arm. We'll see. He won the.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, that backup quarterback spot in Green Bay is wide open because my thoughts on Malik Willis.
I don't think I wanted to trade Malik Willis. Everybody's like, no, don't say that. I wanted to trade him. I'm like, this is the best time to trade him. Everybody thinks he plays better than Love right now. Let's go. He gets his money right now is and now they got this guy. So I got
John Dorn in the chat. I haven't been on as much lately.
Oh, you didn't see? Yeah, I know you haven't been on. Did you see?
Shout out John Dorn.
Sanders to the Bears. I mean, bro. That's the only thing the Bears are missing right now is a quarterback controversy, and I don't think anybody wants that. I mean, they're like, how come they didn't go to Bagent last year? Nah.
Yeah, but the Packers backup, to me, Malik Willis isn't a quarterback, and Sean Clifford, me, I'm a Penn State fan. I called him the Big Red Dog in college because he's so fucking terrible. When the Packers drafted him, I was shocked. I was like, this guy. I don't even think he's a third string clipboard holder. I think he's that bad. So.
Right.
There's plenty of quarterbacks right now in Division I that you could take over him, and right now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but
I like
that. The spot's open, man. You find a kid with a snappy arm, he gets to sit behind Love for a couple years, and you never know.
Yeah. Bro, yeah, especially if he's got a good arm, man. Mean, they said LaFleur said coming off the first time seeing it, he's got a live arm, that he's legit. They really believe in this kid. So, I mean, man, if he turns heads at camp, Malik Willis I think his days are numbered.
Yeah, he's perfect time to trade him, man. Perfect time to trade him.
I said that. Everybody's like, no, I want look, man, you guys need to see what they got.
Dude, if I'm them, I'm flipping Malik for a cornerback. I think you guys are hurting.
Yeah. Bro, and they didn't do it. I mean, if they take that money they saved from not signing Jair or they actually absorbed the entire contract this year instead of letting it like drag out till next year. They want to take it all a loss this year so they can move on from them. Which, I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know.
I don't know. I would have to look into the details a little more.
To me, I seemed like, why would we do that? Why would we just not let it play out? Just, I mean, what's the benefit from it? But I don't know. I'm not the guy in charge, so I don't really know the money. And they always seem to figure out the mystery of the salary cap. You know, it's how can they make it work? I don't know. They just do. And who fact checks it? That's what I want to know. Does the NFL really have someone to make sure the teams don't go over that contract, over that cap? I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm on.
I'm ready for the season to start though, man. I'm it can't start soon enough. I know we're like 60 days away from regular season.
I love summer so much, but it's like you do miss football.
Man, bro.
Like I'm looking forward to college too. Like,
I get it. I know. You're a college guy. There's some other guys I know that are the same way. They're like, I got college coming. Yeah, but still.
Yeah, like NFL football, I can watch like Bears games. I can watch Panthers games, and I can watch Steelers games. I really can't watch any other teams. But college football, man, I can just watch games. Like, just games. Big Ten games, SEC games. I mean, Clemson's huge down here. I watch their games. Like, yeah.
Oh, facts, Philip. I expect the Packers to make a move at the end of when they do final cuts. You know,
yeah, man. Looking into them more, that's my biggest critique of the Packers, I think, on paper. Is like Nixon, Valentine, and Hobbs are your corners. Like, dude, that's not even good. Like, honestly, like that's very questionable.
I don't understand it either, but
and the thing is, if you're going to do that, you got to beef up your pass rush, which I don't see that they did. You know what I mean? Like
they picked up some depth, but I don't know. I honestly don't know. I got questions about it myself. I question all of it. I mean, we talked about it on the Packers show. You know, somebody posted something about Carrington Valentine and his stats the last. Yeah, you know, some of that's askew because. You know, he split time with Jair. Jair started the season.
Yeah,
he just filled in afterwards. So,
yeah, you know how that goes, man. In the NFL, like once you're the starter, finally going into a season, then you have all these expectations.
It's different, yeah.
All these teams have film on you. It's a lot different, man.
Yeah, it's a lot different, and that's what we're gonna find out. I mean, that's the truth. But I still think they're gonna pick somebody up. I don't think they're set. You know, at least I hope they're not. I think that we can find someone else. I mean, at cut downs, a lot of people that are decent get, you know, they try to get past waivers, you know, so the team can sign them back, you know, and you can find a gem. We lost a few players like that on final cuts. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm ready for it though. I'm ready for the division. I'm excited about playing the Lions week 1. I've psyched myself up for it now.
Yeah, that's a huge game, man.
I know, man. It's so big. And I'm either going to be totally elated or totally dejected. One of the two start out the season. I hate to do it, but man, I try to hold back my expectations, but I can't, man. I'm already hyped.
Not trying to talk
about football.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. But not even trying to talk junk, but like the Packers are 1-6 against the Lions the last 7 games. What have like the Lions done that's like fuck the Packers up, man? Like what are they? Is it like how they run the ball? Is it like the Packers defense just can't stop the Lions? Or like is the Lions defense giving the Packers problems? Like what's the issue?
Bro, that like last year, like Love should not have played in that game against the Lions in Lambeau. It was raining. I mean, even Jacobs was hurt. I mean, both those guys left the game early. We should have never even tried to do any of that. I mean, the Lions just are playing better football than us when we played them, man. I mean, in the very first time that we played them in week 3 and Jordan Love's first year starting, they smacked us. I mean, I thought, oh, fuck, we're never. But then on Thanksgiving, we turn around and smack the shit out of them the same way they smacked us. So I thought, okay, going into this season, we're going to be back and forth. Bro, they dominated all of us. They dominated the entire freaking division.
How did the Packers do against like the Ben Johnson offense?
I was not impressed. I'm not impressed with that. That's why I look, as much as I hate the Bears, I got question marks when we play the Bears. If the biggest question mark is Caleb going to be the guy? You know what I mean? Because he showed flashes last year in the second half of games, you know, but that was playing against prevent defenses, you know. I would like to see if he could play, you know, start out the season. And Ben Johnson, he's going to make sure that you guys got a run game and that you guys got an offense that'll at least move in the first half. He knows you can't win if you don't. No one takes you seriously if you're playing from behind all the time.
You can't just wake up in the second half and expect to win. They're all going to start clicking from the jump, man.
Yeah, yeah. You at least got to punch someone in the mouth once in a while. You know what I mean? And
I don't expect the Bears offense. Like they're going to take a few weeks to probably get going. Like honestly, it is what it is, man. It's a whole new coaching staff, young quarterback, new offense, all that good stuff. I expect their fucking defense, though. I want to see their defense smack people from week 1. Like, I want to see a noticeable improvement on their defense right away. Right. And I think the potential is there, honestly. So,
I mean, look, you got JJ first week 1. I mean, bro, that's the best chance to smack a rookie quarterback. Well, basically a rookie.
If I can just see the O-line stay intact and play better and the defense come out strong, yeah, I mean, I'm willing to give it a few weeks for the offense the rest of the offense to catch up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you got a lot of new pieces on the O line you got to work in, and I don't know that you get it all settled in preseason. It's so hard. Yeah, they are big on idea. And hey, what do you think about Burden? I mean, Big Drew brought it up. What do you think about Burden?
I mean. Again, like it's not the way I would have gone in the draft, but I think he's I think he's going to be a really good freaking slot receiver. Like I think he's going to be a stud player. You know, I would have gone differently in the draft position wise, but when I look at who the Bears drafted, especially in the first 2 rounds, I really can't complain. Like I like each player individually who they drafted. So, did they address all their needs? No. But, you know, dude, I'm telling you right now, I've never had as high expectations for a 7th round pick. I've never had expectations for a 7th round pick. I have expectations for Monangai because he's like Isaiah Pacheco clone, you know?
Really?
Yeah, they went to Rutgers. They both went to Rutgers. They were both drafted in the 7th round. They're both the same playing style, roughly the same size. And he says Pacheco and him, like, he's kind of like his mentor. Like, they keep in touch. They're like friends off the field. And I've been telling, Ken the Bear fan this. I'm like, oh, dude, trust me, Monagai's taking Swift's job. And it'll probably happen coming out of their bye week 5. Like, and he likes him some Swift, so he doesn't want to hear it. Yeah. But, I mean, dude, like, I don't know. We'll see. We will see, but
that's what
articles saying Ben Johnson, he's the apple of Ben Johnson's eye already.
See, well, Ben Johnson drafted guys with the contingency plan. He had to, man. He had to.
And I'll tell you what, going into the draft, I was like, Monangai has maybe the coolest highlight film reel of any player in the draft. I never thought the Bears were going to draft him, but like. I was just like, look at this guy run. And Rob, if you have time, go watch like Kyle Monangai highlights in college. He's like a pinball or like a bowling ball. He just runs between the tackles and bounces off people, and he truck sticks people like no one else I saw in college.
We're going to see a lot of highlights from him from the preseason. Yeah. Man, we got to call it, broski. It's already I'm running late, but good conversation, man. I'm glad we had it. And got to say goodbye to everybody. Thanks for coming. Thanks for commenting. And as always, thank you for your opinion. And we'll see you next time.
Later, dudes.
Yeah, yo, it's game time, ain't no messing around. Huddle Sports Network, the best in town. From NFL rumors to the latest trends, we got all your sports, just tune in, my friends. Catch us on Roku, Fire Stick, take your pick. Facebook, YouTube, where the action's slick. Daily shows that drop like a bomb. From 10 to 11, it's Ken and Ken. Stay